Alright, so what's up guys, today we will be talking about 5 of the best and most awesome Diablo clone / action RPGs out there. Hopefully you enjoy, let's get right down to it. So the first part goes to Realms of Ancient War and is one of the more traditional action RPGs. It resembles more Diablo 1 and 2 more so than Diablo 3. It doesn't have a lot of classes, it doesn't have a huge amount of options, but it's really challenging, it's a lot of fun, it's very swarmy, and you'll feel right at home if you really enjoy Diablo 2. It's really nice, it has a lot of replayability, it has a lot of options for upgrading, it has only 3 classes, but they're the more standard ones with Warrior, Rogue and Mage, and while it doesn't look really good, it's a really fun, enjoyable experience. The first one list has to go to Marvel Heroes, which is sort of a wet dream for anyone that likes Marvel and action RPGs, since it has an insane amount of characters from the movies and the comic books. It has all the locations from the comic books and the movies, has all the costumes from the movies, and so really if you like Marvel you will really enjoy this game. It does have a lot of microtransactions, but you can also obtain all the items just by playing the game, so it's not necessary to pay for them. It's really a nice game, and while not looking really brilliantly in today's era, it still holds up as a really great game. Next up is the Adventures of Van Helsing series, which serves as a nice combination of steampunk sci-fi and magical fantasy in just one giant action RPG package. It has a lot of variety, has a lot of characters, it has a lot of replayability, has a lot of depth. Recently they released a game combining all the previous games and levels and everything into just one giant game with upgraded graphics and everything to make the game even more amazing. I have to definitely recommend this game to everyone that likes action RPGs, because this one is one of the best and most in-depth and complex games out there. The Torchlight series, especially Torchlight 2, serves as a perfect example as to how to make a nice cartoony action RPG without making it completely stupid and silly. And while it may not be as atmospheric, gritty, dark and tactical as some of the other action RPGs out there, it still maintains its ability to keep the player purely entertained by its fast-paced action and a lot of customization and build options. It's one of the best action RPGs out there, and that's why it deserves definitely a second spot on this list. Path of Exile remains unchallenged and unmatched when it comes to in-depth and customization options and build options, and a huge, gritty, fantasy-filled, death-filled, insane world with a huge amount of challenge, which is great for action RPG purists. It retains the Diablo 1 and 2 atmosphere without changing too much. It looks brilliant. It throws out all the stupid stuff that was introduced in Diablo 3 and keeps to the classical gritty atmosphere we know and love from the classic and traditional action RPG games from the 90s. It's brilliant, it's one of the most popular action RPGs out there, and there's a really good reason for that, and that's why it is number 1 on this list.